Welcome to Shadow Empress Tarot. I am a messenger of the Most High, with the power to travel through the shadow realms. I am here to guide you through spiritual warfare so you can achieve your soul's desires. What you need to know is God is my guide, truth is my religion, and my channel is intense shadow work. So if you are mentally or emotionally unstable, you've been warned. So, there looks like there's a lesson on my table. So we'll see. So let's get started. If you are positive, you better bless this place. If you are negative, you better get up on my face. If you are positive, you better bless this place. If you are negative, you better get up on my face. Okay. I've had a strange morning this morning. I don't know if it was just spirit, like wanting me to embody a certain type of energy. Because I had Drake in my head. At work, I hear like the songs, but like I don't know the names of them and stuff like that because I don't listen to the radio. But anyway, I got up feeling all super gangster. And I played music while I took a shower and stuff like that. I have not done that since high school. And it's been a long time since your girl been out of high school. I am not a spring chicken. So anyway, um, and I'm not sure if that was just an energy that spirit wanted me to get into because I know it wasn't like just me because it came out of my dreams. And what I have on my board has to do about the self. So I wanted to hear some Drake. The particular song that was in my head had me feeling all gangsta. I was like, but I couldn't find it. I didn't know, whatever. So I put on a Drake song that I like. And all of them was about like the self. And literally the self is up here. I don't know what the connection is. Maybe this is it. I don't know. But it was like started from the bottom, now we here. And all like and a couple of other songs that I never heard before that was about like you know, you think I'm small, but like really I'm gangster. You know what I mean? And I can really rock with that. Shadow Gang. But anyway, so look, let's get into what's on my board right now. You have the first card out. You have Square, the challenge. What's the challenge? Yeah, this is it. Okay, it just all just sucked up into me right now. The challenge is self. And what Spirit wants to talk to people about today is the challenges with the self. That they want to make clear some of the wisdoms, some of the knowledge. Excuse me, burping and everything. That us as human beings, as souls, we do not know about ourselves and how our energy works. And they're saying right now, at this time, many people don't know the self or how to interact with the self. Yeah, I know why I was listening to. Okay. So up under Square, the challenge is eighth house. And look, this background, whatever this is, set up to me. I know it's different things, but it looks like a pirate to me. But anyway, what this is saying to me is the challenge for people right now is to how to generate energy from within themselves. And literally that's what those songs was doing. Generate energy within myself. So yeah, Spirit wanted me to feel myself pump up in energy. Because literally after about the second song, I was like, I'm ready to do these cards shadow gang. Like, I literally had a thought like, ooh, if I had a booty, I would have been twerking. Like, you can't, you don't know shit. Like, I'm the shit. Like, for real. Like, that's how the music had me feeling. And Spirit is saying that it's very difficult for people to get this feeling within themselves, from themselves. With this eighth house, this is other people's resources. People are looking for the feeling that I'm talking about outside of themselves. They're looking outside of themselves to other people in their relationships and their job for validation. Next comes up is the ninth house, which means seeking. That's finding that within yourself. This is up under ninth house. Seeking is up under the first house. It's finding that power resource, that energy source within yourself to tap into it. It's like people don't know that they are, in fact, an energy source, but they don't know that. So, like, the energy, what's the word I'm looking for? The energy door, it's like a door inside of you, like a lock. It's under lock and key, and you have to open it. You have to be able to access it at will, by using your own willpower. Up under Saturn, we have the King of Cups. And so what this saying to me, when it's like Big Daddy Saturn, this ain't no joke. So people, we like, okay, this first row starts with the square and ends with Saturn. And with the self is in between difficulties. Like, it's stuck and it's bad. Like, energetically with a square, and then you got Saturn, and self is in the middle. Spirit is saying that at this time, many of us have a hard time. Look, with his little, look, just the tip of his tentacle is in that water, in that cup, just the tip. We have a hard time tapping into our emotions, the way we feel. Like, because usually Spirit is saying most of the time people feel bad, so they shut it down. Like, Spirit is saying like especially in shadow work, if you push a little further, go a little deeper in there, you can find it. So if the way it feels is like this, just say somebody broke up with you, right? Like, it's a shock. Like, oh my God, he broke up with me. But you need to sit there and reflect on some things. Reflect on how you feel. Reflect on the truth about, like, your feelings. And then when you push past that pain and you're really doing the shadow work, this is where you should end up. Like, okay, I'm going to just do me, for example, because I'm a little rowdy. So, like, excuse the language, because this is what I would do in shadow work. This is what I have done. Like, what the fuck you crying for? You are a saucy bitch. You are saucy, girl. You this, you that, you this. Like, really. F him, F them. It could be anybody. I've done this, like, literally for my mom. I love my mom. Thank God she had me. But look, I have the power. I've done so much shadow work, and I'm going to always do shadow work because it never ends, that I can do this to my mama. Do you hear me? That I can let go of my mother. I could go past all that hurt and pain and say, girl, you the shit. You strong enough to be your own mother. You can cook. You can clean. Your mind is right. I don't need my mother. She is outside of me. How is somebody going to be outside of me and still not there? Where do I get my energy from? I get it from me. You sitting up there crying about that boyfriend? Yeah, it hurt. Trust me. But you're going to find another one just like you found him. And I know you're going to find another one because he ain't there no more. And you know what attracts that next dude or that next relationship? It's you. It's your energy. Spirit is saying that we need to be in touch with ourselves so we're not out searching and pining for someone else outside of us to give us the feelings and the emotions that we can't find within ourselves. We got to find the ultimate love for ourselves and always stay tapped in with that no matter what's going on around us. Storms, fish all falling out the sky, everything. But let me move on. Up under square, the 8th house, finding energy outside of yourself. Look at here. Look at here. I can't make this up. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Look, it's like a vault. They look like they're in a vault. It's the energy inside yourself. Look, with the checkerboard floors. The balance of your own energy with inside of yourself. This is a challenge for everyone. It's also a challenge for me to find satisfaction within myself and not care about what everybody else thinks. It was almost a year before I got on video because this is what I wanted to do. What are people going to think about me with my hood? What are people going to think about this? What do I care? I don't even know. I'm like, girl, what is your problem? You don't even know these people. But do you know you, though, Carlina? Do you want to wear that? Do you want to come up on camera like the Shadow Empress? That was inside me. And there's a lot of people outside of me telling me about why I got this on, why this, why that. I don't know. I don't know. Why are you asking why? I don't know you. That's what you feel inside of you. Like, I don't know why I should even care. It's a practice. And it's not easy. It's easier said than done. And not only am I saying that, I'm literally just said that because it was a loud echo in my mind. Spirit is acknowledging the collective that that's not as easy as it sounds. Because the energy inside of you is in fact a treasure chest. It's like you still, even though it's in you, you still have to search and find it. It's part of the game. It's part of the awakening process to knowing self. Let's move on. So we have the Fool under the 1st house and seeking. It's like, this Fool card is like, yay, let's go. But I'm like, literally when I touched it, I was like, because I felt like the Fool actually doesn't feel like the Fool. I'm seeing this card the way it is, like these two. This is the self inside the self. Like, yeah, for the most part, yeah, I want to do the work. But then there's a part of you that's like, wait. And this is unconscious. Just say, and let's go back to the boyfriend example. He broke up with you. And you like, oh yeah, I'm saucy, I can give me another man. He wasn't all that bomb. He didn't do this, he didn't do that. So like, yeah, I can let this go. For the most part. But then, sometimes this little scaredy cat has more power. And it'll say, but wait. You put so much energy into that relationship. All the time. All this and all that, blah, blah. So the cat actually can stop this Fool and literally pick up the phone and give him a call. And you right back to where you started. Maybe not. Maybe he still wants to run off. So now you feel worse than you did before you called. Because you couldn't stick and stand in your power and put yourself first. So what this card is saying right now is don't let your fears, don't let negative thinking, negative ideas about yourself keep you from taking the leap to get to know yourself. Because let me tell you, shadow work is hard. Because when you do this, there are going to be things that you're going to find out about yourself. Let's go back to the relationship. You think about this relationship. And if you really, really thought about it, you let this dude talk to you all bad, disrespect you, stand you up on Valentine's Day last year, but he's still your man. You still like, oh, that's my man, but he couldn't show up for you for one day. And y'all didn't have to do nothing special. He couldn't sit down and eat a sandwich with you on a blanket. Where was he at? A lot of times when we in here, we'll like push down the truth. Because we don't want to know how we really feel. So we don't jump. Finding out self. Because we have to look at those mistakes and instead of bury them. We got to dig them up. So under the King of Cups, you have the High Priestess. And in order to be the High Priestess, you most definitely have to have some water in your cup. You have to know self in order to be tapped in to your intuitive powers. Everybody has them. This is, in fact, another master of the water element. You can't be scared to go in and to see all these things. Know thyself. Who are you? So let's move on. This is what's on my board. And so basically, Spirit wants to, I guess, teach us how to tap into ourselves. And what's on my board, it's hard for all of us. I know shadow work is hard, but as a collective, definitely, this is, Spirit is saying, like, almost the energy that's coming off of here, like, nobody knows about, like, it's like nobody knows how important this is. Like, most people don't know they self at all, and they think that they do. But anyway. What do they need to know, Spirit? No? Okay. Ooh, bless me. I'm burping, sneezing. What's going on? And literally what was happening to me, I'm going to just share with you. When Drake was going on, like, I was feeling myself, but then I was like, dang. I looked back. I was in the shower, like, you got a neighbor. You know how many people tried to stop Shadow Empress? Do you know how many people told me not to read the way that I read? I had been in my feelings one time so bad, I thought about it, like, should I be reading cards for like a week? Just imagine if I let the people outside of me determine how I felt inside. Wow. We got Mediterranean. and vampire. Okay. Yeah, look, they confirming this. Neighbor on top of the 8th house. The challenge is not looking for energy outside of yourself because it's really absurd. Most people are in despair because they haven't been able to find what they want outside of them. It's absurd because that person's energy is literally for them. And the only way you're going to get it is if they decide to give it to you. In that case, you make yourself a slave to this person's energy. That's how we get into all these dumbass relationships. Oh, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to cuss. Sorry, y'all. That's how we get into these ridiculous relationships. Mediterranean. On top of seeking. And Spirit is what this is telling me, that the self is vast. You are, because especially with this 9th house, and this is Jupiter, it's the biggest, like, it's the big mamma jamma planet. So the self is vast. You are, in fact, this is you. I mean, a lot of people have heard this. You are your own universe, and you, in fact, are. You can look at your chart and know this, that you are, in fact, a universe. Your own personal universe, your chart. Where your Jupiter is, and this is, and this is, and this is, as you come through the portal. All of that is you. Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Sun, Moon is you. And a lot of us, we don't even tap into a fraction of who we are. And it leads to defeat every time. You got vampire on top of the King of Cups. Under Saturn. In the middle of High Priest. We never even get to tap into our own energy source too. A lot of time because it's gone. Because many people are just vampiring off of each other. And then if you get to a real vampire, like somebody that's completely empty, and you're looking outside of yourself, you're going to get got. Because this person never had anything to give you in the beginning. And even if you had only a little bit, you're the one with energy, and it automatically shifts to the other person. So Spirit is saying this is very important right here. Spirit is saying that if people would stop looking for energy outside of themselves, we could stop a lot of this vampiristic eating. We wouldn't be looking for it outside of ourselves. We wouldn't attract people that's also looking for it outside of themselves. And we could get ourselves out of this vampire feast. We can avoid it. Yeah, with the High Priestess at the bottom of this King of Cups, under vampire in absence, we would know. We could avoid it. We'd be able to see it. We'll be able to notice people or who are vampires, because we'll get better with it within ourselves, and we can see this person is not tapping into their own energy source. This is a vampire. Spirit is saying, even if we're not an energetic vampire, we all look to do it in on a certain extent because we don't know the self. What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know? Yeah, look. Man. I look back up here with Saturn, Earth, square. Like a house. Like, look, we are trapped in this vessel. Like, Spirit is saying that our vessels have become a prison. Yeah. Instead of our homes. Damn. What do we need? What do they need to know, Spirit? You have the 6 of Coins up under the 10 of Pentacles. What do they need to know, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? Ooh. Okay. We're going from the 6 to the 7. The 7 of Coins. And the Queen of Swords reversed on top of the High Priestess. Clarify, Spirit, clarify the 7 of Coins, please. Ace of Wands reverse. I want clarifiers for all of them. Give me a second, y'all. Damn. They just flying. And they coming out reversed. My deck reversed? No. No. Strength reverse. Up under the 6 of Coins. Give me. And for the Queen of Swords reverse, we have the Hermit. Yeah. And the Emperor. Yeah. Okay. Spirit is saying this reading has been about ancient knowledge of energy, about your energy. Spirit has given this ancient knowledge to help in the confusion in this earth realm on how to use it. So, because the strength of the human race at this time is very low, because we're doing power grabs with each other, further putting us in confusion so we can't move forward with the Ace of Wands reverse. It's like everybody's confused about how to get more energy, how to get the perfect mate, how to get a better job. All of this is energy outside of ourselves. And so therefore we're stuck. Because it's like the engine within ourselves is not turned on, so the car doesn't drive. It's the best way I can explain the energy. With this Queen of Swords up under Saturn and all that, like, not using our minds to go within and reflect on the shadow. And in this Emperor card that's representing the shadow for me today, the shadow is huge. And it needs to be tamed. Because the shadow within all of us is ravaging others in some way. Even if you're not an energetic vampire, if you're feeling sad and you want your boyfriend to come and cheer you up, which is a nice thing. These are things that we do for each other. But if you're depending on it, in some way you're being an energetic vampire. And you might be with somebody that don't have the energy. And you, oh, honey. And this person, you want love, and this person gets angry. Because they're not there to give you anything. They're there to do what you're trying to do, is get from you. So there's conflict. And everyone needs to take some time and look at their shadow and how large it's grown. Look at how it's ruling. At the Emperor, look how the shadow is ruling your life. What are you looking for outside of yourself? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for us? You got spiritual cleansing on top of strength and under challenge and in 8th house. Soulmate, like, yeah. Cleanse your energy from being a mesh with others for energy. Even if it's a friend group and you want some type of validation. If it's work and you want some type of validation. Like, even if you're at work and nobody told you that you did a great job on that last project, can you feel that same energy within yourself without anyone telling you a word? Can you look at that project and see its greatness without the person outside of you telling you it was great? If nobody told you it was great, would you be inside of yourself all week like, why didn't anybody tell me how great I did? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah. Spirit is saying get in touch with your emotions. How you really feel. Because Spirit is telling me people get angry and say, F that. I don't care. But really you do. And by you doing that, all you're doing is you're just burying trash. It's like going and dumping trash in the ocean. Oh, it's too much trash out here. I don't want this in my front yard. So you go to like the edge of the ocean or a cliff or something and you just dump it all into the ocean and according to you, it's done. It's out of view. I took out the trash. But no, you just got dirty water now. So it's like, we need to get out of, Spirit is saying, we need to get out of, I don't care. Like, yeah, sometimes we don't care, but Spirit is saying that I don't care is overused. And you know you care. And at that point, you have to admit, with shadow work, this is that fine line. You got to admit, I do care. And I shouldn't. So let me work on it. What do I need to think about? Don't lie to yourself, Spirit is saying. Because you do care. Anything else? Divine Feminine. Clarify this, Divine Feminine. Protection. Using your, because like the Divine Feminine is in touch with her emotions, how she feels, what she cares about, and she uses this gift of her emotion to protect her family, to protect herself. Intuition and emotions are actually also everything every energy can be used as a weapon, can be used as protection. And being in your emotions and being strong in that and not just saying I don't care is powerful. If you don't care about nothing, what are you protecting? Because you don't care. So now you don't care, you're not even protected. Because you don't care. And it's going to come into your face. The same problem's going to show up again and again. And you're just going to keep saying, I don't care, I don't care. And you're going to end up in some type of, you know how we do. Pain. We're in some type of pain and we have no idea where it's coming from. We have no idea how to make ourselves happy. Because we convince ourselves that we don't care and we do. Caring makes this. If we didn't care, where would we be right now? What kind of mothers would we have if the Divine Feminine was out here not caring, not in touch with her emotions and the emotions of her family? This is a Divine Feminine. She is whole within emotionally, and she can split herself to those around her, especially like her family, her children, her husband. This very energy that I'm talking about, like mothers who can't handle their families, that's because there's something inside of them, like they don't have enough energy. These kids. That's because inside of her, she don't have enough energy. She's not in touch with her emotion. But she's in a position where she has to care and give emotion to others outside of her. She hasn't found it inside of herself before she even became a mother. Don't let this, Spirit is saying, don't let this matrix construct deaden you in the inside and kill off your feelings. Taint them and deem them unimportant. What else, Spirit? You got past life. You got message. Give me something for this past life. They're closing it out. I don't know what you're talking about. So, okay. You have veiled, affluence, and friendships. Spirit is saying the message is if you don't know who you are, you cannot stand in your power in this earth realm. You cannot make strong connections. And if you do not learn these lessons, you repeat them over and over again until you learn them. You gotta learn how to access your own fire, your own energy, and not look for it outside of yourself. Do not cut yourself off from yourself. Do not cut yourself off from your own energy. Tap in. If this has helped you, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time.